folks. How y'all doing, folks? It's PawPaw again. My Lord. I've had a heck of a day, and it's lasted about a week long. Man, I tell you what, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I think the harder I go, the behinder I get. What they say, 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, or 3 steps forward, I don't know. But God, let me tell y'all what in the world has been going on in PawPaw's world. Well, I've got a little piece of property, and heck, I ain't been on it about 5 years, and it was all growed up with weeds and briars. I mean, 6 foot, 7 foot tall. 5 years of growth. And I told David I wanted to go down and check it out. He said, I'll go with you. So we hopped in the truck and we headed on down there. Now folks, when I tell you that we headed on down there, I'm telling you, we went on down there. We went down in a holler, run alongside of a creek, and then come to my property. Right on the other side of the road is Tim's Ford Lake. It's a big lake, and less than 100 yards from my driveway is a place to launch a boat. So it's a nice property, but it doesn't touch the lake. It's on the other side of the little 2-lane road. But right across the road is the water. So that gives you an idea of what's what. So we get down there, and we turned into my driveway, and I cut this driveway myself with a bulldozer. Up at the top where my cabin is about, well, it's in excess of probably 200 feet up there. So I had to cut me a driveway that switched back and forth like this, right up the hillside. You get one part of it, it's like I cut it with a dozer probably at least 25 feet. So you drive it like in a cavern. Well, we get up there, and Lord, it is so growed up. Can't see nothing nowhere. All you can see is briars. And when I got to the top, heck, I couldn't even see my cabin. The briars are so big. What are they shooting at? I don't know. Anyway, we finally make it on up there, and I said, well, there's my cabin. Now then, I got a little reference here. And I told David, I says, I gotta find my tractor. I've been worried to death because I saw one just like it for sale. Didn't have the hood on it, and didn't have the tin on it. And I said, I wonder, was that my tractor? So I got worrying about it. So we get down there, and we driving all over the place through these weeds. And I cannot find it. And I'm looking and I'm looking. I finally pull up on some stuff. I said, okay, I know where that's at. That tractor ought to be right around here somewhere. Oh God. Weeds is whooping at us. Briars is pulling at us. You roll the window up, it's too hot. Roll them down, you get attacked. But I maneuvered around. I run over a daggum fence post. And I'd set this fence post pretty deep. But I was able to push it on over. And unbeknownst to me, I just wrapped me up some fence wire around my front drive shaft. I didn't know it. So, easing along, and David says, there it is. I said, I'll be darned. There it is, all right. So we found my tractor. So man, I felt good. Felt real good. I done found my tractor. Because hell, I gave over $3,000 for it. And so I said, well, let's head back to the house, go get a trailer. And we ease off the hillside. And I hear this I hear and feel something slapping the floorboard there. I said, yeah, they got probably something wrapped around that drive shaft. So we got off my property, across the road, and parked, and so I could lay in the pavement. Now, I get under there, and there's fence wire, big old net wire. You know, it's got them squares. It's all wrapped around my front drive shaft. And I ain't got a pair of pliers on my truck to cut that wire with. Oh, God. So, I said, well, hell, I got a buddy who lives down here about 3/4 mile. I know he'll have pliers. So we just eased on down. And I noticed that my linkage was messed up. I couldn't get out a 4-wheel drive low. So we could run on down there about 3/4 mile, and I'm about 100 yards now. I'm 100 yards from where I want to be. And here comes some guy flying up behind me. He's got them lights flashing. And I done think, Lord have mercy, what is going on? What's the po-po want with me? And them lights is flashing, you know. And I'm pulling over because I got to where I want to go. Get out of the truck. Get out of the effing truck. And I'm like, by God, I'm glad I got my pistol on me, dadgum. Somebody come up hollering like that at me, cussing me, you know. Get out of your effing truck. I'm like, who in the heck does this guy think he is? I don't know him. What's he doing cussing me like that? Get out of the effing truck. By God, I got out of the effing truck. It's on fire. Your truck is on fire. About that time, smoke starts billowing up. I said, Bon of a sitch. My truck is on fire. And raised the hood on it. Yep, there's flames, all right. That sucker is on fire for sure. And I told David, I said, get away from it. I said, hell, I just filled the daggum gas tank plumb up before we come down there. And there's flames down there, and all of a sudden you can hear a roaring sound. Now, I don't know if it's from a brake line, and then those flames have heated that brake fluid and got it spraying, you know, real fine, and, you know, like a kerosene heater, or, you know, them salamander heaters. And that's what it sounded like, too. It sounded like one of them kerosene salamander heaters. I'm going, oh, shit. Or maybe that wire has wore a hole in a fuel line. Oh, God. Just, and then it starts quieting down a little bit. And I done got the heck away from it. And I said, let that SOB burn. Whoa! Just let it burn. I don't care. Just nobody get hurt. Get away from it. Old boy come out. He turned on his water hose. Hand me his water hose. Now, this thing shot out a sluice of water every bit as big around as a hose pipe. Probably 6-7 feet. I mean, he had good water pressure. I said, well, hell, I might as well try it. I got down there, and I mean, it was a big old sluice of water. It was almost like a fire department hose. And I got in there, whoosh, whoosh, and put the fire out. Oh, thank goodness. So we just let it cool for a minute. I get under there, and there's a wire that fence wire had pulled on. It stripped insulation back and exposed bare wire, and it was a hot wire, and it makes sparks. So I down there trying to take some bolt cutters or something, cut that wire, and it's making sparks. I said, oh, no, we don't need that. So David pulled the battery cables off of the battery, and I get down there, and I'm like, screw this. Nah, we're gonna have to get a tow truck. My buddy says, well, I got a friend, he'll come get you. And I said, all right then. And so here comes the tow truck. I'm going, oh my God, I don't know what this is going to cost me. But he is a good old boy. He's from down around them parts, and he's best friends with my buddy. And he hooked up that truck, and I ain't never seen nothing like it. They repo cars. And he's got one of them TV screens in his truck. And he can watch that TV screen back right up to your vehicle and extend this arm. And it goes up underneath the vehicle. And then it's got arms that go out and in like this, and just like reaching under there and grabbing it. They repo cars this way. I mean, he just backed up there, shot that under there, boom, shit. We was up off the ground, ready to go. He did put it in, neutral, and tied the steering wheel to where it was, running straight, and wouldn't do that with him. But I mean, I never seen nothing like it. You talk about repoing a car, you can repo a car quick. He said, yeah, we repo a bunch of them. So he brings me all the way home from Lynchburg, Tennessee, and only charged me $100. That's the only thing that went right that day. Man. So I found my tractor, caught my truck on fire, had to have it towed in, and now then I got to fix it. And thank goodness the sun is shining. Well, folks, this is going to be part 1, and we're going to get into the fixing part in the next video. I don't want these to run too long. So I'll get out here and fuss and cuss with this thing and try to get something going. I'll film it and then hopefully show you tomorrow what I was able to do. Stay tuned. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Watch for part 2 now. Bye.